Hi everyone, I hope you are fantastic and very well and gaming lots and lots. I had an amazing trip in the US, met with lots of really fantastic gamers and played lots of fantastic games, including when I visited Seattle, a game with the Paizo team in the Paizo offices, in the Paizo room with the bookshelves behind them. It was absolutely fantastic. Kind of a dream come true and a super exciting time. When I looked back, I realized that I'd actually done quite a lot of really careful preparation for Syrinscape, running that in the game so that it ran really smoothly and didn't distract me from the big job that I had to do to keep the pace going and stay connected and all those things you have to do as a game master. And I realized my preparation was quite an excellent model for what you should be doing when you're preparing for games with Syrinscape. So I took my prep, I've reverse engineered it and taken some notes, and I'm just going to go through that process again with you watching so that you can get some really great hints about what to do. So we'll bring Syrinscape into the background here, and the first step you're going to do is go to the Syrinscape web page and set up the playlists on the left hand side, the so-called campaigns. So you can see I'm logged in as me. It says hello Benjamin Looms. Excellent. I'm going to go to your campaigns, and that brings up this page. You go to the fantasy tab, and here we have all the games that I have set up ready to play. And I'm going to add a new one because I'm going to be playing with Paizo. Paizo game. It's going to be so exciting. And so that I can get that at the top, I'm going to take that, I'm going to drag it up to the top. It's empty at the moment, so I'm going to have a think about what I'm going to want in that game, what I'm going to need. The number one thing you should always bring up is your custom playlists. And here we are, custom moods. So I'm going to add that, number one. Click that plus. Click that plus, click, there it is. Right, so that's going to be where I'm going to save all my custom setups so I can have the whole game planned out in just a series of buttons without having to navigate away from them. So then other things that I might want to have available is the fantastic music that's in Redact and Revenge, which is a really fantastic sound set. Bimp. I'm going to want an Earth Elemental available, Elemental, because I'm going to be throwing that at them right early in the game, an actual Earth Elemental, so I'm going to need that. Fantastic. There's really great music, which I love, and a really cool boss battle ending sound in the Eye of the Avarice. So I'm going to bring that up. I want the sounds of a huge battle, and there's fantastic crowd roars and yells made from sounds from the English Parliament. Oh my gosh. In RS Street Protest. I just want my general swords clashing sounds and some sort of battle roars and things, which Bugbear Battle is good for. They come to a section where there is a magical altar, so I'm going to want some sounds from the Disjunction Chamber, and there's also a big one-shot that I'm going to want available. And of course there has to be a dragon, so I'm going to bring up the dragon. Yep, there's all my dragons, and my favorite dragon is the red dragon, and the sound is an outdoor sound, so it's Red Dragon City Raid. That actually then will automatically sync over Syrinscape. I don't actually need to sit save or whatever, but what I might have to do is now when I bring up Syrinscape, bing, there it is. You can see here all sound sets. There's my Paizo game. Has it got everything I need? The Red Dragon hasn't just sunk over. Syrinscape every now and then checks the server to see what you own, what your campaigns and all those are. If you want to just trigger one of those, you just go reload, and it will actually check that on the server and update the player so that it respects those things. Fantastic. So here's my custom moods ready to go. There we are. Bing. There's my last two ones already in the playlist. So that was number two step. Now, so instead of this massive long list over here of all sound sets and me having to search through lots of them, I now just have one short little list of my Paizo game here. Boom! Paizo game. Fantastic. Good. So that's all ready to go. I don't have to scroll anywhere. If I want to get to a particular one-shot that I know is in here, I just click it. I don't have to scroll and find that actual sound set. It's always available. So, the actual game. The first thing that happens is they find themselves in a massive battle. So I'm going to make myself a setup that I really like. So I'm going to go to the Aria Park. Good. I'm going to turn on the angry crowd. I'm going to set that to sort of a nice sort of volume. Excellent. And there's some riotous yells, which are quite good. And thug roars. All the sound of setting up a sort of a massive battle. There's consortium roars here, which I really like. Get that to about the right place. Excellent. Now I need some battle sounds of people hitting swords, so I'm going to go over to Bugbear Battle and set up Action Shield. Can't hear that. There we are. Good. Battle cries. Yeah, so I like that. So I go back to custom moods. I start the enigmatic silence, which now means that I can save that as a custom mood, which I'm going to call Big Battle, No Music. Save. Bing. Now that becomes a preset, which I can set off and run whenever I like. I just go bump and it does that. Good. Now building on that one, I'm going to build a version with some added music. So I'm going to go to Hell's Rebels. And I'm going to start this music. Excellent. That's good. I like that. Yep. And I'm going to adjust some of the sounds a little bit. I'm going to go back over to Aria Park. Turn the angry crowd down a bit so I can hear the music a little bit more. And turn some of the other sounds just down a touch so that the music is really hammering in a big way. I like that. That sounds really, really epic. When you're broadcasting, you don't want too many background noises that'll conflict with the voice. So the music's probably one of the main elements you're going to want. Good, so I just hit plus again, and I'm going to save that as Big Battle with music. Ta-da! Save. Good. Now I'm going to change the music that I want. So once that's been going, in case it's been going a while and the music starts to repeat and actually loops back on itself finally, I'm going to want to change that music. So I'm going to keep all that running. I don't have to change anything. I'm going to find the Hell's Rebels music and turn it off and go just the normal music from Bugbear Battle maybe. At what percentage? Yeah, it's nice. Good. Okay, so now I can save that mood as Big Battle different music. So now I can actually smoothly go from this one here, which is just the sound of the battle running in the background, and then the sound of the big battle with some music. Excellent. And once we get sick of that music or it starts to become repetitive, then we just click that one and it's now all the same sounds. I didn't have to turn them all on again, and it's just got different music instead. Fantastic. Then the next thing that happens is the big battle plus the elemental. So I'm going to go to the elemental and add the roars of him. Okay, earth elemental, roars and movement. Oh yeah! That's fantastic. Yep, so now that is added in, and once again I'll just save a version of that as Big Battle with Elemental. So I'll be ready to transform and add that character into the game. Then I also, of course, want that version of the big battle with the elemental with that different music. So I go back to Bugbear Battle, I turn off that music, I go back to this music here and I turn it on. Whoa! So now I'm going to go big battle with elemental, different music. Fantastic. If I decide that I want to change the name of any of these, I can actually, or the order, I can go here and make that one go higher and go tick. So I want to change the name of this. I don't know what you want to do, just set it off. I can then save that again as Bob. Save that. There's actually the same sound, the same mood preset now called Bob. And then I could go in and delete this one and then move it up so it's in the correct order. And there's my moods ready to step through. Right, the next thing that happens is they get to a magical font where they need to put a certain thing in. I'll try not to spoil the game if you haven't watched it. So I'm actually going to now mess around with some different sounds. I'm going to keep all that going. I'm going to turn off the music. I'm going to want the battle to sound like it's quite in the background. So I'm going to leave all that going because it's good. I'll probably turn off the elemental. I might make the angry crowd go even further into the background. Fantastic. The elemental probably shouldn't be there, should it? So let's turn off the elemental because he is dead. Hopefully by that point in time. Excellent. So does that sound like the battles in the distance? No, the sword clashes sound too close. So I'm going to turn those down as well. That sounds better. Okay, good. Then the font has this magical presence around it, so I'm going to turn on these couple of really useful things, which is the magical resonance weird. in the magical resonance deep. That's sounding pretty good. I like that. And I'm going to have this set so that I can actually turn up the volume quite a lot. I'll save this as by the font. Excellent. And then while I'm going to play, that's going to get turned up and up and up and up. So that then I'm ready with this one shot here, this disjunction pulse, which I'm going to then trigger. Boom. And that kills. Yep, there it is. Boom! That's a big bassy sound, which is probably not coming through the microphone. Fantastic! And that's going to trigger the destruction of all the undead, which will stop the battle. And then we're going to have the blue dragon attack. I'm spoiling, sorry. If you don't want any more spoilers, go and just watch the game first and then come back and watch this. Good, so Eye of Avarice. We're going to now go to that explodes. Eye of Avarice, excellent, which has this big dragon in it. Spire's music. Oh, this is more excellent music, so I'll turn that one on. Yeah. Fantastic. Then Red Dragon City Raid. I'm going to turn on the Red Dragon Roars. Where are you, Dread Dragon? Dread Dragon Roars and Growls. That one, that's good. And back to the Eye of Avarice. We want the big footsteps, they're great. Fantastic. Excellent. And I will need, if it is a blue dragon, I'll need this one shot available. But it's very easy to get to because it's just here on the left in a very, very short list of sound sets that need to be there. Great, that sounds horrifically chaotic. So I'm going to now save that as Dragon Battle. If you want to tweak any of these a little bit because you suddenly decide, oh my gosh, that music's too loud or something, then you just go back to where you put the music, which was there. You turn it down a little bit, you go back here, you save again, and you just type in precisely the same name, and you go save and override, and then that's changed that setting. Good, and then the very last one is an aftermath. So I'm actually going to stop Syrinscape for the first time ever. Oh gosh, that's really, really quiet. And I'm just going to turn on the Ruined City ambiance. Fantastic, there we go. And that's just going to be that last one, and I'm going to save that. I need to turn on the enigmatic silence so that I can save it here. Just a little quirky thing. Aftermath. Boom, saved. Alright, so now I have the entire game ready to run. I don't have to search through here at all. I've got my sounds here, so when I say, you know, incoming, and then the game starts, I just set off that sound after that big explosion one shot. When I'm ready to introduce the elemental, I just click that mood. When I get sick of that music, I just click the next one, so that changes the music over and those sounds continue. When I get to the font, I click by the font. I'm ready to go. When the dragon's ready to attack, I push that one. And when they finish the game, I hit Aftermath. And that's the series of clicks that I need to do. Other little things you might like to do is add here the spells like Ezrin or Cairo, which has the wizard and cleric spells. So you might just like to quickly jump here and add that to them, and then click one of their one-shots so you can set off a spell, or you can get the players to have that on their own devices. That's a little explanation of how you can set up Syrinscape to be really, really useful during the game. Ask some questions in the comments below and add your own suggestions as well, because you might have fantastic methods of getting that sorted out. But most of all, get that music going in your game, but don't let it distract or take your attention away from players, because that's why we're there, to look at the players, to create stories, not to be looking at devices, but to be having those devices making your game awesome and adding to the experience. Go and mess around and have fantastic prep, and then really even better games. Bye!